After the last video I made debunking the falsehood news that was published by Nigerian dailies regarding the work permit ban, there has been comments and reactions from people, and this also we must talk about it. If you have not seen my last video debunking those falsehood news, there's a link under this video to see that. There are comments and reactions that Nigerians don't have economic value to UAE, and that is why UAE has banned work permits for Nigerians workers. But this is false. Nigeria and Nigerians have a lot of economic value to UAE, especially in aviation. UAE's Emirates airline flies to Nigeria 21 times in a week. Only South Africa has more in the whole of Africa. That means Nigeria is a big aviation hub for UAE, and hence we have a good economic value to them. Nigerians are heavy spenders when they come to UAE. Go and check with business owners and shop attendants, especially in Dera, how business have not been doing well because of the flight ban between Nigeria and UAE since February 2021. There's some other comments that says our company don't want to employ Nigerians again. Again, this is false. Nigerians working in UAE are not complaining that company don't want to employ them. Instead, they are complaining that company could not make work permit for them. So if a company do not want to employ us, they will not even invite us for an interview, talk more of giving us an offer letter, then proceed forward to making work permit for us. Again, this is false. It is not because company do not want to employ Nigerians. It is because Nigerians could not get work permit. Companies could not get work permit for Nigerians. We are not complaining companies are not employing us. We are smart people, we are intelligent, we are hardworking, and so many companies want to employ Nigerians and engage their service. Someone has said that because Nigerians are fighting or because they are doing courtesan, that is why work permit ban is there. It is true that some Nigerians, only few Nigerians, practice courtesan, and in some cases they fight. But this will not make UAE stop work permit for us. UAE governments are the best, and they will not punish those that are living and working legally in the country because of some people that are doing courtesan and are fighting. Most workers in UAE work for 6 days and have only 1 day to rest. So those that are working, mostly they don't have time to fight or engage in courtesan. So UAE will not stop work permit because of those doing courtesan and those fighting. UAE know how best to combat crime in their country, as his recent event had shown in the case of Hush Puppy and Woodbury, how they were being arrested very nicely. UAE know how to combat crime in their country. Since 2017, UAE has been one of the best countries to live in the world, best country to raise your kids in, best country to do business in, best country to work at night. Having said all this, I am not exonerating Nigerians from crime and bad behavior in UAE. Like every other nationality, Nigerians living in UAE have their shortcoming again, which I want all Nigerians living, working and visiting UAE to work on. Be in best behavior when you visit UAE and support fellow Nigerians trying to make a living here legally. Be a good ambassador of Nigeria in UAE. Respect the laws of the country. While we are doing all this, we call on the Nigerian government to stand up and be responsible to our responsibility by fixing the work permit. Nigerian government should get to work and see that the work permit ban is lifted as soon as possible. Nigeria, as the largest black nations on earth, cannot be ruled by incompetent people who do not even know what is happening in their immediate environment. Nigerian government must show competency. The business of government is a serious business and must be taken as such. When you become president of a nation, you are not just president over that nation, but you are to represent them in the international community. And we want the president of Nigeria, President Muhammadu Buhari, to represent us well, to make us gain our due respect in the international community and not be looked down on because of our green passport. And we want to admonish every Nigerians that are affected by this work permit ban to keeping on, as this issue will end very soon by God's grace. God bless the United Arab Emirates. God bless the Federal Republic of Nigeria. And God bless every one of us as we keeping faith that this issue will be resolved very soon. Ahim Oluwatose. And this is my cup of tea.